Another popular sandwich is called the Macau pork chop sandwich, which I'm going to show you today. I hope you'll enjoy this. Let's get started. For the brine mixture for the pork chop, you need 6 cloves of garlic, whole or chopped, 2 teaspoons of peppercorn, 1 teaspoon of soy sauce, 2 pieces of bay leaves or laurel leaves, 1 tablespoon of salt, and 2 cups of cold water. For the marinade, you need 1/4 cup of light soy sauce, 1/2 teaspoon of 5-spice powder, 1 tablespoon of sugar, 2 tablespoons of rice wine, 1 tablespoon of garlic powder, 1/2 teaspoon white pepper, 1 teaspoon salt. And you need a Portuguese bun. In this case, we're going to use a French bread or a baguette. To prepare the brine, I have here cold water, garlic. Actually, it's better to use the whole garlic, but I only have chopped. And then you have the peppercorn. You can crush it or keep it whole. I have soy sauce, salt. The purpose of brining is so that your pork chop will stay moist. You can omit brining if you have no time, but you have to serve immediately after cooking. And then we have the bay leaves or laurel. All right. Okay. You stir this until you dissolve the salt. Some brine solution, they add a little sugar. Okay, and then we have the pork chop. This is 1 kilo. 1 kilo is about, I have here 8 pieces. But normally it's like 7. It depends on the size, no? And this one, it should be skinless. The original Macau pork chop buns, they are bone-in, but you know, it's difficult to eat a sandwich with the bones, so I took out the bones. This is a meat tenderizer. You get plastic and put the pork chop here. This will flatten the meat. Here, you cut so that the pork chop will not curl. But as I said, you can do this tomorrow. Here in the fat portion. Okay. So we mix this together. You brine this overnight inside the refrigerator. Cover this. I'll just make sure that every piece is soaked in the brine. Okay. Water is variable. It depends on your container. What is important is you have enough water to cover the top of the meat. Okay? So if you have a very big container and you need more water, you can add water, but all the other seasoning should remain the same. Unless you add an unusually big amount of water. Okay? And then we're going to cover this with cling wrap or plastic. If you have a covered container, if you have a covered plastic container, you can use plastic container cover. But I don't have a cover for this one, so I need cling wrap. Okay, here we cover this with plastic. And you keep this in the refrigerator overnight, okay? And tomorrow we're going to cook this. Here is the pork chop which we brined overnight, okay? So now let's take out the brine. We throw we throw the brine out, okay? We mix together. I have here light soy sauce. Usually the light soy sauce is the Japanese soy sauce, okay? Then you have sugar. The reason we're using light soy sauce is we don't like the pork chops to become very dark, because when you fry them, they will burn easily. Then this is garlic powder, salt, ngohyung or 5-spice powder. You can add more or less depending on the brand of 5-spice powder that you have. Then you have white pepper or black pepper, and then this is rice wine, Chinese rice wine. Okay, you mix this all together. And then we marinate the pork chops. Remember, I told you the original one is bone in, but I find it difficult to eat a sandwich with a bone. Let's pour the extra marinade here. Alright. And then let's marinate this for 1 hour. For the Macau pork chop, you can fry it as it is, or you can dredge it in a little flour or cornstarch. Don't deep pot fry, okay? You just, what you call this, you just pan fry it. You usually cook it 2 to 3 minutes per side. The pork chop is not supposed to be crispy. Okay. Let's continue. I have many recipes to share with you. If you're interested, please like, share, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you can be alerted when a new video is uploaded. We don't have a Portuguese bun, so I'm using the French baguette. The difference between a Portuguese bun and a French baguette is the Portuguese bun has a thinner crust than the baguette. The baguette has a thicker crust. Otherwise, everything else is the same. We brush this with a little mayonnaise, but the regular Portuguese or the Macau pork chop bun, it doesn't have any mayonnaise. It's just served with the bread and the pork chop, and that's it. So it's like this and like that. So this is the Portuguese or the Macau pork chop bun.